Today's video is all about making your static stretching more effective for you. So this video is really a follow-up to last week when we talked about dynamic versus static stretching. But when you do your static stretching, we have to make sure we do it well. And that's probably another video for another day. Even though we recommend dynamic stretching or dynamic movement for a better warm-up, static stretching still has its place. It's still a good thing to do as part of a cool down or even as a little part of your warm-up. Or maybe just throughout the week. Stretching can be a good thing for you, a good thing for your body. But most people tend to not do it well and not use it in the right ways. You know, it's not just about reaching and moving your hand and fingers as far as possible, or moving your leg as far out of range as possible, because sometimes your body can cheat. And while you may think, hey, I'm getting good range of motion, you're actually getting range of motion from the wrong places, and you're not stretching what needs to be stretched. First, let's think about why do people need more range of motion? Why do their muscles feel tight? Usually it's neurological. Your nervous system will really not allow your muscles to stretch or lengthen as a protective mechanism. Think about if you're going to fall, you're going to get in a car accident. Your protective mechanism is to tighten up. Because when you're tight, that means your joints tend to be more stable and you're more able to protect yourself. Say you you had an injury in a joint, or maybe you just don't have really good strength in a certain area, your body will tighten up muscles around that joint or that area to protect it, so it won't allow you to stretch and get that range of motion. How can we first counteract that? I mean, one is to stretch. But first, before we start to stretch, I want you to focus on breathing. When we breathe, we tell a lot of people, tell everyone really, that when you breathe, you want to breathe into your stomach. A lot of people tend to breathe through their mouth. That builds tension. That makes you tight. That's your high stress response. You want to breathe into your belly. So when you breathe in your nose and get good expansion. Your belly expands, your ribs expand sideways, even your back kind of expands out. So you're getting expansion. Because what that does now is it relaxes your body. It kind of dials down your nervous system. So now it's not as in protective mode as much. And even from just doing that sometimes, you can get better range of motion. And then you can use that trick actually while you're stretching. So you can stretch a little bit. And as you stretch, people tend to get real tight. They hold their breath or kind of get as far as they possibly can. But then that's not doing very much because that's that fight or flight. That's high stress response. Your body tightens up. You want to be able to relax into your stretch. So here's an example. Say I'm going to stretch my hamstring. So I have my leg out here. And I want to reach down. I'm going as far as I possibly can, and I'm getting tight, trying to grind through it. Your body's tightening up because you have that high stress response. I get to where as far as I'm able to go. Now I take a deep breath in my nose, fill up the belly full of air, and then I breathe out, exhale, and go a little bit further. Hold it, then breathe in, exhale, go a little bit further. So I'm exhaling, which is bringing down my stress response, and I'm relaxing into the stretch. Okay, that's going to make the stretch more effective. Another way to make the stretch more effective is to know about body positioning. It all starts with the core. If you're going to stretch anything, you got to make sure your core is tight and set up properly. We don't want to stretch and have your hunched over like this, trying to touch your toes. You got to get that core tight and set, nice and neutral. You're engaged, and then stretch. Engaging here will get you a better stretch on the hamstring where you want it, as opposed to flexing over, and now I'm not doing anything. Like I feel no stretch right now, but I can get my hand all the way past my toes. But if I straighten up, core tight, and go to here, I can barely touch my toes. Stretch is a lot more intense and effective. Same with hip flexors. People sit up here, and what do they always do? They do this one, right? Because they lose that, they overarch their back. All that's doing is that's driving your hip socket out of the socket into your ligaments, and that can cause some long-term damage. Do not do that. Get set up, nice and neutral, core is tight and set, squeeze your butt cheek. Squeeze that butt cheek hard as you can, get that core as hard as you can, and just a couple inches, and get a lot better stretch on that hip flexor and in that thigh. So there are a couple tricks. Positioning the core positioning your hips, as well as breathing to relax and relax into that stretch. Give those a try. Start slow, start to practice, incorporate them into your daily routine, maybe even part of your cool downs or maybe part of your warm-ups as well. So until then, move better, train smarter. See you next time.